I want you to think about young children. Let's take the example of paying $2 for each book. Who else objects to paying a child $2 to read a book? Yes. Go ahead. Who has the microphone down here? Why don't you stand up? We'll try to get you a microphone from the other aisle.
So may I say my opinions?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, for reading a book is for his future and for his education, getting knowledge. But the paying or getting money, I think, is not right to give them money to read books or getting good grades.
And why? Tell us why.
Because they should have like a dream to get education, getting more knowledge. Because we cannot can get whether he really understand about reading the book. He says, okay, I read a book, and we maybe give him a test to if he really understand that book.
All right, so ideally we want students, you say, to be motivated by a dream, the love of reading, the love of learning, for its own sake. And that's why you object to paying children to read books. Who disagrees? Who has a reply? Yes. Go ahead.
안녕하세요. 저는 건국대학교 1학년 국어국문학과 이지윤입니다. 저 같은 경우는 아이들이 보상이 없으면 그러면 책을 안 읽게 된다는 상황을 생각해서 저런 말씀을 하신 것 같은데요. 제 생각에는 아이들이 처음에는 책을 돈 주는 게 좋아서 이제 읽게 되더라도 나중에 크면 그거가 자신에게 큰 도움이 되었다는 것을 알게 될 거라고 생각합니다. 일종의 돈이 동기부여가 되고 책을 읽을 수 있는 계기가 되는 거죠.
So, and tell me your name.
지은리. 예.
지은리.
예.
지은리.
J-I. G. 예.
은리. So you are suggesting that maybe the money, the cash incentive, will bring a child to read, and once the reading begins, once the habit is formed, then the child may learn to love reading for its own sake, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so that would be a reason in favor of paying a child to read. Let me ask you a question. Did your parents give you money to get good grades or to read?
저는 돈보다는 칭찬 스티커 같은 걸 받았어요. 그러니까 책을 읽으면 스티커를 모으고 스티커를 많이 모으면 좋은 제가 갖고 싶은 선물을 갖게 하는 그런 제도를 집에서 만든 거예요. 근데 저는 처음에는 그런 생각으로 읽기도 했는데 나중에는 정말 책이 좋아서 읽게 되고 저 같은 경우는 작년에 도서관 학교에서 가장 많이 이용한 사람이 될 정도로 책을 좋아하게 됐습니다.
Okay, very good. Very good. Good for you. Very good. So you speak from experience. Now, we've had a powerful argument in favor of paying children to read with money or stickers and gifts. Who disagrees and has a reply to that argument? All right, you're a teacher. Okay. All right, we have a teacher here who wants to reply. Go ahead, stand up and we'll hear from the teacher.
Okay.
No, down here. Go ahead.
Sorry, do you?
Are you the teacher?
Yes.
We have many teachers. Where is...
I'm from Hanyang Elementary School, and I would like to say that's a really like a unique case because I sometimes use a blue sticker thing, and whenever they get a perfect score on the dictation or some kind of a short test thing, I used to give them a blue sticker, and after that, when I stopped giving them, they didn't study anymore, lack of motivation. If I give them a blue sticker, or she said she got some stuff, gift, then the aim of studying is getting some gift or the blue sticker, not studying itself. So I think to give them motivation in long term, I should make them motivate in reading itself. Or you can use the money for something else, like we can support facility of that school where we can train teachers, not giving money to students directly.
Because then the reason you don't want to give money directly to students to motivate them
Yes.
is that eventually it will lose its ability to motivate them.
Yes.
And you instead want the internal motivation.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for that. And we have another teacher down here. What would you like to say? Can we take a microphone over here? From down here, maybe.
Hello, I'm Sarah from Iowa Women's University. Actually, I'm not a teacher. I was just raising my hand.
I see. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Actually, I think there is an important factor that we have to consider is that the children are from poor households. So I think the children are going to be in desperate need to earn money for their own household. So I think getting blue stickers or small amount of allowance is different from this policy that you suggested.
And are you against the policy of paying?
Yes, I'm totally against.
And why are you against it?
I think by doing this policy, I think the children will get ulterior motives to read the book.
Ulterior motives?
Yes.
The wrong motives?
Yes, to earn money for their poor households.
And what do you say to the argument that was made earlier that maybe money isn't the highest motive to read, but maybe paying children can develop the habit of reading, and then maybe they will learn later to love reading? That was an argument we heard. What do you say to that argument?
Well, I think from her experience, she earned the compliment stickers, right? So I think...
Stickers, but then a gift.
Well, yeah, but I think money is different from just normal gifts because in this case, in this policy, the children from poor households would get money instead of small gifts. So I think there will be their main purpose would be to earn money for their family.
I understand that may be their main purpose. But do you think they might read for money, but then learn to love reading later?
Well, I think there is a high risk that children would form a dangerous norm that money can do. by doing something, I'm sorry.
No, you're doing well.
Yeah.
That
I
you
think-
talked about a dangerous norm, that the
Yeah.
money will form a dangerous norm.
Yeah, money will form a dangerous norm that that children's ultimate motive
Yes.
to do something would be money. to
Okay,
earn it.
so the
Yes.
danger is, you think,
Yes.
creating the norm and the expectation and the attitude toward reading and learning that it's mainly about money rather than about the internal or the intrinsic good.
Yes.
Okay, so this has defined, thank you to all of you who have participated in this discussion of paying children. By the way, the Asan Institute did commissioned a survey, which you may have heard about, and one of the questions asked was whether it's appropriate for parents to pay children to study or to read. And in Korea, what do you think public opinion is? For or against? What would you guess? Its opinion is divided. 44% in favor of paying by parents, 56% opposed. So it's a divided opinion. And the same survey actually asked the same question in the US. And what do you think the answer was there?
Yes. More yes.
Actually, in the US, the majority thought it was appropriate for parents to pay children to read. So here there was an interesting difference. But in both countries, there is disagreement, a division of opinion. I should tell you about the results of the experiments that had been done in US cities, paying children. In New York City, paying children for good grades did not improve grades. But in Dallas, paying the young children $2 for each book did lead the children to read more books. It also led them to read shorter books. But the broader question is the one that has come out in this discussion. What will be the effect in the long term once the money stops? Will the payment teach the lesson that reading is for the sake of money, or might it develop the habit of reading and lead to the higher motive of reading for the love of it? A friend of mine pays his young children $1 for each thank you note they write. If someone has taken them out to dinner or sent them a gift. I've received some of these thank you notes. And I can tell by reading them that they were written under a certain pressure. My wife and I